Have you watched The Tiger King yet?
No.
What the f***, Zed?
It's a documentary. I don't have time
It's
for that,
not a
bro.
documentary. It's not a documentary.
It's like over an hour, isn't it?
Well, it's 7 episodes, and they're each an hour.
Oh, fuck that.
Dude, it's a redneck guy with 2 husbands who owns 200 tigers in the middle of Oklahoma and shoots guns a lot.
Wait, hold on. Can we roll back?
Yeah.
It's a redneck guy with 2 husbands.
Yeah. John Finley and Justin, I think his name is. Travis. No, Travis. Travis and John Finley. Those are his 2 husbands.
He's gay, right?
Yeah. But they're not. His husbands aren't gay.
What?
They're married.
To him?
Yeah. To each other.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And they also hate this Carol Baskins down in Florida.
What does she do?
Killed her husband.
Divorce costs too much. Funeral's way cheaper.
Well, listen, she also owns a lot of tigers. So it's kind of like a rival tiger situation. There's this guy, Bogavon Onel, and he has 5 wives and lots of tigers.
What are they doing with all these tigers?
Oh, they're fucking. The tigers are fucking, and then they sell the babies, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's wild. Oh, that is quite a shirt.
Yeah, I really like it. Fucking, I used to wear these shirts on stream all the time, and then I just got lazy and started putting black shirts on, and now I'm like, you know what? I got nowhere to be to wear these, so I'm gonna start wearing them again.
Remember the first time Zed went on the podcast, he was nervous as fuck. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I used to be mad nervous. Now I just don't care. Dude, in a good way.
I like that you went and got a hat on. Is that a solidarity hat? You weren't wearing a hat on your stream, right?
No, it's totally not because my hair's fucked.
Yeah, that's why I wear one too. Yeah.
What hair, mate? Settle down, Al.
Well, here, I was going to show you. I got this really rare, boxed Woody right here, so.
Oh my god. Bro, I bet that's not the only Woody in that room. Oi. Especially after that unbuttoning.
What are you drinking tonight, man?
This is Southern Comforting Vanilla Coke. But because it's starting to get late and I'm starting to get a little bit tired, I busted out the old Watermelon Rockstar as well.
You're not supposed to mix energy drinks and alcohol.
So who said, huh? Who said?
Like, a lot of people. Like, that's why they don't make that Four Loko stuff anymore, right? It's.
I wasn't at school that day. I must have been sick. I don't know.
What's PSA DNA?
I don't know. The hat was like $8. It was on special. I'm just like, I need a black hat, bro.
The sail rail. I just heard that phrase recently. Do they say that in Australia?
Sail rail?
The sail rail.
You mean like the rail that it's on is everything's for sale?
Yeah. I like.
We call it a sail rack.
Yeah, we do too, but I guess it's like a British thing. I like the way it sounds though. Sail rail. That's good.
It sounds like a sex thing.
Oh man.
It just sounds like a nicer way to say prostitution.
It does. You kind of actually, yeah. Like this sounds like a prostitution train. Like take this.
Yeah,
take this.
Just sounds really nice.
This is the red. This is the red line, and damn it! The last time that we did a podcast, we talked about stupid shit like this right off the bat. Sid went to the link and he's like 1 minute in, and Zed's talking about hitting women. Now we're talking about prostitution right off the bat.
Wait, who said that?
Sid.
Like Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in your stream last time and someone linked the podcast of us from my YouTube and he's like, yeah, 1 minute in and he's talking about hitting women. I don't know what we were talking about at the beginning of that one, but so I guess it started off as bumpy as this one.
I mean, that's us pretty much. In a nutshell, dumb fucking no, not hitting women. I mean, that's us just talking dumb shit.
Yeah, the fact that we have to send like 40 like clearing out messages of our Discord DMs before we go on stream just in case.
Bro, I got a bone to pick with those people. I even just put up a fucking tweet. I was like, I'm still angry about it.
Of a Discord.
Fucking hate those people.
Okay, so a ton of stuff has happened since the last time we had like a proper chat about streaming related things, right? Like on a podcast, like a ton of stuff. What phone does Zed have? He probably has a Motorola. That's a really popular phone these days.
Shut up, boomer.
I
wasn't old enough to use a Motorola when they came out.
And I don't like how much I get called a boomer these days. It seems like too much. Too much.
I've got a Samsung S9 Plus, which I'm gonna keep for at least another year or so. I don't want to buy into the fucking recycle electronic thing anymore. I think it's dumb.
Yeah, but don't they like? Isn't like child slavery a side effect of not recycling your phone?
I don't know. I mustn't have been there that day at school either.
Oh my god, boomers dislike being called boomer. They're right. That is like the #1 side effect of being a boomer. They hate being called boomer. Shit.
This is a great little scene you got set up, by the way.
Oh, you like this? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Frosty came into my stream one day and made fun of my camera, kind of. He didn't make fun of it, but he was just like, what's wrong with your camera? And I worked so hard to like figure out how to fix it for like a week after that. I'm like, yeah, my camera sucks. So I like had to buy I had to buy all these things like a white balancing card and stuff to figure out how to correctly white balance my camera before I went on, so it like looked way better. Yeah. Wow. Nothing like the #1 content creator for the area you're working in to come in and be like, yeah, that shit doesn't look right.
Oh, sorry, man.
But he did it well. Like, don't get me wrong, he said it really nicely. He's like, what kind of camera do you have? It doesn't look that good. And
wow.
he was like, he's like, oh, it's 1080p and 60 FPS. Like, oh.
Doesn't look good.
And then, but yeah, like I said, he also like rewrote my entire YouTube video description for me. So, and it like doubled the views on that video in like one day. So
that's pretty good.
At the same time, like, I can't really complain too much.
Yeah.
So Crunker, like speaking of Crunker, is like popping right now, right? Like you are seeing some of the side effects firsthand, right? Like your streams have been insane.
Well, I'm up. If we're gonna talk analytics, I'm up 18 average viewers this week, which to go from 33 to 47 or 48, whatever the fuck it is, it's pretty ridiculous to go up that quickly in the space of a week.
Yeah.
I think I just saw a post on Twitter from UCD who said it's a 30% growth across the board for everyone. Like, it's insane. Everyone's popping off right now.
Yeah. And you're not, if anything, you've like changed things. Like you've decreased the way you're doing things, right? Like your giveaways and things have kind of reduced compared to what they used to be. So it's not like you're throwing things up like, let's do KR giveaways, let's do this. You're not like enticing views to come in. You're just doing your same shit. If anything, a little less than what you used to do.
Yeah, well, I stopped giveaways for about a week last week, and then this week I've brought it back to a giveaway every 5 subs, and that's only been on for the last 2 days. I'm sitting at 125 subs at the moment.
Wow, that's a brag.
No, not really. I mean, I've been all the way up to 220 before.
Oh, you got to really get it in there.
Yeah, I got to really brag if I'm going to brag. But no, like, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There's just a lot of growth at the moment, especially like even YouTube wise, it's been growing a lot.
Yeah, your YouTube is growing leaps and bounds daily. Like, how many views does your new video that just went up last night have already?
Let me have a look. The amount of subs has fallen off because the free spin thing's over.
Sure.
Well, for me anyway. So subscriber is going back to normal. It's like 10 daily now, I think. But the new video went up 22 hours and 46 minutes ago. Has 1,388 views, 88 comments, 153 likes, and 3 dislikes. An average view retention, which is that's the analytic I really care about, has 5 minutes and 10 seconds, which is up from my usual, which is 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, your average videos are about 10 minutes, right? So that's like 50% of your video.
The older ones, like the ones from about, I'd say 4 weeks and like later, they're about 10 minutes, but now we're starting to move them to 20 minutes, I reckon.
Oh wow,
I
okay.
think 20 minutes is a lot better. Just the way YouTube works, it seems to recommend things like 20 minutes ish more than it does 10 minutes. So I don't know.
That's crazy. Now, so when you're editing stuff like that, do you look for like, you know, more drawn out shots instead of like jump cuts to like specific things people are looking at? Are you looking at more like gameplay shots, or is that stuff you don't want to talk about?
I don't edit.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that, you know.
You mean like when I'm recording?
Yeah. I mean, so if you're looking for a 20-minute mark, obviously you can't, you know, people. It's not 20 minutes of straight commentary the entire time. So like, you know, are you trying to mix in gameplay along with, you know, spins and stuff?
It depends on the video I'm doing. Like,
okay.
Let's say it's an unboxing video. Then for an unboxing, I make sure I've got a lot of KR to fill it. And then essentially what I'll do is, the idea is to have, let's say, 60,000 KR, right? So that's 120 spins. Now, majority of those are going to be shit, right? You're going to get blues or greens, which are terrible. You don't want that. So the idea is then to look progressively sadder and more upset, so that you can do like a quick splice of all of those shit ones together to make up a minute or 2 minutes of that runtime, and then throw in maybe one that really pisses you off. Throw in something like that. You know, you can run that for 30 seconds, and that also fills it up. So it's like when I'm doing unboxings, I'm not just looking for the Contra and the Relic stuff, because that stuff only makes up maybe a minute of airtime. You know, the rest of it has to be I'm making jokes about shitty fucking skins. You know, I'm saying who would have designed this? This is fucking terrible. Or I'm talking about things I've seen happen, you know, like, oh, Waspy fucking spun 30 of these in one go, and I can't do it myself. I'm shit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just with unboxings, there's not much gameplay involved. It's more just I'm looking to make a meme out of the shit skins. But then when it comes to like a challenge video, which is what I've been uploading a lot of, and I'm having more success with that stuff, those types of videos, I'm looking for somewhat of a lengthy intro, like maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and it's like a meme intro, and then gameplay in between round commentary, throw in some memes, which, you know, you add 20 memes at fucking 10 seconds a meme or 5 seconds a meme, it all adds up.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like a hard and fast rule I have to hit 20 minutes. It can be, I'm happy between 10 and 25. Sure. Anywhere between there, I think is going to perform better than something sub 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I won't compromise and like force something to be more than 10 minutes. You know, if it's going to be a sub 10-minute video, that's what it has to be. Oh,
yes. Yeah. So you're not just going to tag on 2 minutes of like clips at the end and be like, and now we hit 12 minutes, you know? Yeah, no, that shit like ruins careers. Like, yeah. That's like a big thing that I see a lot of people doing too, is like, okay, this video is 7 minutes. Now here's 2 minutes of a clip montage at the end. And then at the end, please subscribe. You know, like, yeah.
I mean, Rice Gum used to do that. Rice Gum would get to 8 minutes in a video, and then he'd just put up a black screen with white text saying, I just want to hit 10 minutes or something.
Right, yeah.
It's mad scummy. And now look at him, he doesn't do any content. He does some family-friendly channel, and it's shit compared to his old stuff. I
haven't, like, been any kind of aware of anything of him lately. Is that he's a family-friendly YouTuber now? Does he have a family?
Yeah. No, he's just got a girlfriend and a dog or something. They do like family-friendly content. There's no flexing. It's just like, we're going out to Disney, or we're gonna go shopping, or taking the dog out to buy whatever it wants. Just dumb.
I saw that girl that spit in her dog's face. I can't remember what her name, Brooke something. She has a new YouTube channel. Do you remember she like accidentally uploaded that clip of where she like
the raw YouTube footage?
Yeah. She made a new channel where she's like trying to come back. Can you imagine?
Once you do that,
can you imagine?
Your career's done. You'll always be known as the dog abuser.
Yeah, I can see like your ass showing on video or like something like that and being like, oops, you know, like, and coming back from that. But like, yo, your whole community, everyone in the world sees you grab a dog by the face and spit in it. Like,
And then she yeeted it. She fucking threw it across the room or something.
It was like a German Shepherd, but like, so she just like slammed it down or something. Yeah, but still, like, no, don't do that. Like, you
can't do that.
Just accept it. Just accept it. Your time in the spotlight is over. Like,
yeah.
And let's.
I mean, she's probably thinking she's gonna pull an Alinity and manage to stay relevant, but
yeah,
I don't know why Alinity still stays relevant.
You know, once you have, maybe it's like the Big Banks theory, like you're just too big to fail. Once you get there, you have so many people, you know, so many people have you on auto renew for subs, you're just not gonna fail for so long. You know, like once you have so many people subscribed, you know, you've got 1,000 subs, it's gonna take a long time for those subs to people to remember to unsubscribe from those subs.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I can see how that works.
I've been subscribed.
She's done.
I've been subscribed to Funimation for like 8 months, and I haven't watched nothing on there in 8 months. So like, I can see.
Oh my god.
Most subs are gifted to big. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, most subs in general on this website are gifted to even small streamers. Like, I think majority of my subs are all gifted from you, TC.
Yeah, he was telling me the story. He's like, yeah, eventually every single person in the channel was a subscriber, so I just started giving bits to Zed. It's like, oh.
I think I remember that night. Like, I think we had like 40 or 50 people watching, and it was just this like wall of sub badges. And I'm just sitting there like, I've never seen, like, even the most random person, like fucking XX Sniper Gamer 69420 had a sub badge, and his follow time was like 2 minutes. He's sitting there with a sub badge, like, oh, what's a sub? How do I use it?
Dude, Twitch is so slick with subs now. Now when you get one, it pops up right on your screen, shows you all the sub badges that you unlock, shows you everything right there. It's crazy. Even from like a year ago, how much different it used to be. It's so nice.
Twitch is starting to make some good changes. Like, that banning change was really cool. The mod view tool is really cool. It seems like whoever was making their ideas before, they just kind of cut them off and fuck off. You keep making this worse for everyone.
Channel points, yeah, channel points are kind of cool. I still haven't.
Channel points need more options.
Yeah, they need more like things you can do, sort of like Stream Elements has integrated, like, you know, where you can integrate things into your stream with it. Like, I know that they can't really, you know, do overlays and things like that, but more than just like changing my emote a little bit. You know, like that's.
I mean, you should be able to give and take away points as well. Like, what if I want to do a giveaway,
right?
And it's just channel points? Why can't I do that? You know, like Streamlabs chatbot could let me do it,
right?
Why can't this?
Or save up enough to like legitimately get a subscription. Like if they award them and we can't, you know, if we can't add or subtract them, like if you save up like 50,000, you get a sub. You know, like that's a lot. Like it takes a long time. You know, that's okay. $5, whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's a good idea. I can see people abusing that though. Like people just
farming
sitting there on,
yeah,
just sit. I mean, but that would be good for views, I guess.
Yeah, but then Amazon would have to give us free money, and you know, they wouldn't be down for that.
That's true.
Bezos would have to dip into his pocket, and you know.
Yeah.
Amazon does.
You said like a lot has happened since we last spoke. Something happened today, which like it's still blowing my mind. You know how I love the Misfits, right? Like I think you say I suck their dick or something.
Yeah.
Right.
What happened today?
So it came out that do you know them? Like, do you
not
know the
personally?
Members?
Yeah.
No, not fucking. Yeah. Are you neighbors with them?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, Swagger keeps his helmet over there, like right off camera.
You do lines of Swagger's helmet right before stream.
I fucking would. If he said if he asked you, could you turn it down? Like, why would you?
No. I mean, I don't think that thing's ever been washed, but yeah, I'd still probably go for it. No, so their most prominent member, and I'd say like the leader of their little group, Fitz.
Yeah.
5.5 million subs on YouTube, and it pulls thousands of views on Twitch. It came out that he either slept with or hooked up with, you know, Call Me Kaarson?
Yeah.
He slept or hooked up with Call Me Carson's GF.
Call Me Kaarson had a girlfriend?
Yeah, Katarina. I've never.
Oh, yeah. They used to do streams together all the time.
Oh yeah, there you go. So they were together. Fitz slept with her, and then like Kaarson had to go on a break because it just fucked him up so much. But the thing is,
that's why it was trending on Twitter. It was like, "We love you, Kaarson" was trending on Twitter. I saw that last night. Yeah.
So the problem is like, Misfits and Call Me Kaarson are like tight as fuck.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They've done a bunch of videos. They pay and fly them out to Australia to do stuff. They're tight, and then all of a sudden, you know, Fitz got something else that was tight. And the problem here is that fucking Keemstar, who's meant to be good friends with all of them, decided to jump on it and report it immediately.
Hold on, you're like, Keemstar is not tight with anybody. Keemstar is like in for a story no matter where he's at. Like,
no, they reckon. Well, they did reckon he was tight with it. They thought they were all best friends. Like, of course, Keemstar is a scumbag, and he just jumps on it straight away. So I'm like, dude, there's just, I feel like there's relationship drama all the time on Twitch now, and it's like becoming common practice to air it out on Twitch.
Oh, of course, dude. Look, people are fishing all. You got to be super careful who you're caught in DMs with, who you're caught anywhere now with, on Twitch, on Twitter, anywhere with. Especially, you don't even have to have a following, bro. Like you have 500 followers somewhere, you're a target. Like
let's say I'm gonna message someone, right, and it turns out to be a girl, and she's just a regular. All right, I will double, triple, quadruple check that message to make sure there's no way that could be taken in a floaty way or anything like that. Because it's like, you never know that person might just flip on you one day and fucking run off with that and try and destroy you.
Absolutely.
Even if you've only got fucking 20 followers, that's still detrimental. You got to make a whole new account now. So it's like, you have to be so careful.
Well, you can't make a whole new account. You can't make a whole new account. Our faces are everywhere. The second, so you become, you're Hey I'm Zed now, you make a whole new account and you're Noob Slayer 420, right? You're still Hey I'm Zed, right? Like you go on there and you say, "Oi!
Oi, governor!"
Yeah. Oi! Yeah, and you just drink some tea instead of some beers at night. They're still gonna know it's you, bro. You can't just say no. Like, you know, they're gonna connect the dots, you know. So it's like that's like the scary part now about being involved in like putting your face out and doing all this is like, you know, you send the wrong thing. I mean, look at that Crunker A1, you know, he posed as a woman, got into my Discord, started DMing me, pretending to not understand what spins were in Crunker. Like, oh, I have 40 KR and the hat spin is 750 KR. Then they're like, oh, I'm going live right now. Do you have any tips about streaming? And I'm like, oh, you know, because I had just helped out Daxty and stuff from your chat about bitrate and things like that with recording. And I was, and it was in my Discord, you know, everyone could see that stuff. So I was like, you know, just get used to people looking at you, whatever. What's your Twitch channel? I'll come check it out. And they linked Crunker A1, which was stupid because in that Twitch channel, they have links to all their other social medias, which was like their YouTube channel, obviously a guy, all this stuff. And in their YouTube channel, they're doing like 50K KR unboxings. Like, and it's like
so weird. What the fuck?
Right. And I linked it back and I'm like, why are you telling me you have like 40 KR and you don't understand spinning, but on your own YouTube channel you have like 50,000 KR unboxings? And he's like, LOL, I was just trying to figure out a way to get KR. And then within 10 minutes his Discord profile is completely switched back to saying Crunker A1 and not like this female name or whatever. Like, so scummy,
I don't
man.
even know what to say to that. It's just so much effort for such little reward. It's virtual currency. Like, fuck.
Well, and everybody knows you can't get away from that. Like I have the screenshots before and after, like of the female name and the male name, and the screenshots are still there. The DM history is still there. You know, like,
that's so gross. I don't like it.
It's like, well, why would you do that?
It's so much effort just to get some fucking virtual currency.
Yes, we are. Crammy, yes, we are. Yes. You're right. That's exactly who we're talking about.
I want to say the name so badly.
Yeah, it's in all the stream titles and everything. Yeah.
just to go back to this topic of drama and stuff. Now that Crunker is getting more fucking, more view time, more viewers and stuff, there is starting to become like a lot of Crunker drama in the air. Like, and I think we're going to see it expand a lot in the next couple months. Like, people are going to backstab people. We're going to start talking more shit about people that's just unfounded. Like,
well, we saw that what I sent you yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about that today. Yeah, I actually spoke to the kid who he was talking about. I'm just going to mention names. I don't think it matters at this point, really. Like, I've already publicly said I don't like this guy. So, if you were in my stream before, you saw that we were talking about Faceless Reacts, making fun of this kid called Cool Kid. The kid's 13, Faceless Reacts is 21, and I just went off. I'm like, this is fucking scummy, this is pathetic, he's 21, it's a child. Who cares if the child put makeup on? It's 2020, man. And like, I fully expect something to come back from this. I fully expect someone to be, a little drama queen and run off to him. But I don't care. Like, what he did, he's starting problems with children in a young community. It's scummy. It's so scummy, and we're starting to see so many more of those people as well.
Well, my comment on that is like, he read the second part of a message. I don't think he understood what the guy was saying, what the kid was saying. Like, the kid's overall statement was like, saying how long you've been streaming doesn't matter. It's the quality of the content you're releasing for the community, which the kid was making a good point. But Faceless,
that's the best point.
Yeah, Faceless saw the second half of a too long tweet, which went 2 of 2 messages, and it just said how long you're streaming doesn't matter. And that's what Faceless saw. So he got pissed, Yeah. And like, I get that. Oh, Team Crisis, thanks, man. I don't know if I have an alert box set up on this scene. I'm sorry.
Faceless is friends with the person who viewbots for Western. Of course he does. Of course he's friends. Like, he's just a scumbag. And I just want to highlight the fucking.
Well, all that aside, hold on. All that aside, like, my point was, the accusations like that. But so I think he reacted based on not like, seeing the whole, I don't think he was reading the full sentence. And, regardless, I don't think it's cool to like bring up a photo of the kid and like make fun of the kid. Like, I don't think there's any place for that, like,
that's going too far.
Yeah, especially if we're all trying to like if we all have the same goal. And the thread was on, being content creators for the community as a whole, for Crunker as a whole. And like, if you're bringing that thread up specifically on your stream and then like making fun of people in the community, yeah, that was that guy that was in the chat yesterday, Septum. I just don't think there's a place for that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it just looks bad on you, and especially when you're missing the point of what was said about you. Because Cool Kid wasn't saying something derogatory to him. He was saying like an overarching message to everyone. Like, look, everyone, don't say you've been streaming this game for 9 months. Just say, you got to say the quality of what you've done for the community as a whole, not just I've been playing for 8 months, so I deserve it. Which was what the kid was saying. The kid was making a good thing. He was definitely speaking above his years. In that,
he's spot on with what he's saying. Like, what he's saying is correct. It's the right response.
It's the same thing you see across a lot of things, and not just this game now. Is like the pile-on thing, like, ugh.
Yeah, but the thing that really annoyed me was like, he's trying to brag about his oh, I'm double the viewers he is, and I've made so much money. Yada yada yada. And it's like, number one, I checked your average viewership. It's 17, and that's the highest it's ever gotten to. You actually, from other months to months, sit on like 9 viewers. So congratulations, man. You've just hit double digits. Well done. And number two, you make all this money from Twitch. Why are you using a blue snowball? Why does your webcam look like it came out of your asshole? Why are your alerts shit? Why is your overlay shit? Like, for someone who's made so much money, I don't see any of this money being invested into the stream. Where is it? Where is this imaginary money? Like, if you look at my stream or your stream, you can see that the money we've made has been reinvested back. I mean, just on your webcam right now, sorry, not your webcam, your camera, I can see your mixer, which you bought, somewhat recently.
Yeah.
you know, the I'm pretty sure that mic stand is fairly new. You know, all that kind of stuff. Like for me, the camera I'm streaming off right now is paid for by the stream.
Sure.
The microphone I'm using paid for by the stream. So my fucking quality goes up when I make money on Twitch because I reinvest it. But this guy's like, oh, I made so much money. Where's the proof? I don't see the proof, man. I reckon he's made like fucking $60 total. Which, like, cool, you've made money, but don't brag about it, you know? I'm not over here bragging. Frosty's not bragging about 300 subs a month. Like, this guy's just gotta shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I see what he's saying, and I see where, you know, I think he felt attacked and he was just like lashing back, but at the same time, I don't think anyone needs to cut anyone else down. You know what I mean? Like, you and I both started at the point where it was like, okay, we had webcams, we had shitty microphones, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, you know, I just don't get it. That's not me as a person, so I don't get when these people come at other people like, God dang, your stuff looks like garbage, and you should watch me, and I deserve it because I'm not you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just never been that kind of person that's like, I deserve it, not you. And here's the, you know, and so when I see that, it's just a bad look, you know, but there, you know, there could be other circumstances, and I don't know your feelings on this person as a whole or whatever, but, you know, it could have been a bad day, it could have been whatever, but like, those are things that I try to never let happen on camera, right? You know, because things like what we're doing right now, like, then people talk about it, like that's what people think about you, right? Like, is when you let that shitty side of yourself out, or when you publicly just make statements like, you know, you and I poke some hornet's nests sometimes on Twitter with some other shit that we don't like, right? But then we have like, we can back things up and we can say like, well, you know, what's going on here? But when we're both like, when two people are like working towards the same goal at the same time, and you just like basically are reaching over and sticking that stick between someone's legs and just being like, nah, fuck you. Like, I just don't think there's a lot of room for that, you know?
No. He's investing too much energy into something that's he's just completely wrong about. You know, he says he's so experienced, but he's actually not experienced at all. He has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea how to behave. Or you know, think about what he's saying. You know, I don't think I've ever on stream said something that I had to turn around and be like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. Like, you always got to think about it. Yeah. And he doesn't do that.
Well, I think you can see that from there's a few different types of streamers, right? You know, even like the hype streamers, or like the really, you know, the really high energy streamers, there's still the types that know like, okay, there's a line. And then there's the streamers that are just like, I don't give a fuck. You know, the guys that are like, view bought me, I don't give a fuck. Follow my channel, I don't give a fuck. And those are the ones that are like in everyone's Twitter comments, like, follow my channel right here, and sending people DMs like, you should just follow my channel. And then there's the people that understand that like, yeah, right. And then there's the people that understand that this could potentially be your brand or your business or whatever. So they're tasteful about it, and they're like, you know, maybe we should be friends. Like, maybe we should, you know, think about how my business could help your business, you know, like, and not do these things. And like, when I'm on a camera in front of potentially hundreds of people and thousands of watch hours down the line, like, maybe I should not say things I'll regret later. Yeah. They should just steer away from that conversation.
Dude, the amount of people who don't like, who think it's a bad idea to look at it as a business are the people who won't get anywhere, or will have, you know, like, they'll need an insanely lucky break to make it, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with looking at this like a business and thinking like, will this affect my business in the long run? Yeah. You know, if I come off as the kind of person who begs for likes and stuff, is this going to come off bad? And
right.
If you, and there's nothing wrong with having fucking five followers and taking it as seriously as if you had 500,000, you know, like, you're preparing and starting early trains your mind to becoming, you know, more aware if you do get to that level.
Well, it would be the same as if you started like a small business, or if you were a handyman or something and you were like, well, I ain't ever gonna be nothing, so I'll just fuck this shit up all the time, who cares? Like, why would you not work like you're going to be, you know, a professional carpenter business or something at some point? Like, why would you not start exactly how you want to finish? You know, you're right. Some people don't look at it like it's a real, like there's a real ending. They just look at it, and that's okay. Some people don't want it like that, so they can just flick on a webcam and be like, herder, this is funny, let's go.
Yeah, that's true. I sometimes forget that there are people, you know, who don't want anything to come out of streaming. Like they're just happy to stream and still go to their normal job.
Right.
Like, that's so alien to me.
TC says if you end up on live streams fails once, you're put on a list where if someone clips you and you get an amount of upvotes, you'll be on an auto list of your recent clips to be viewed and uploaded to live stream fails. Thanks for the 100 bits.
Dude, I have been trying to break into live stream fails for so fucking long. No shame, I'll admit it. If I ever see like a really good clip, I'm like, someone's gonna post it, and then everyone has to upvote it. I'll do a giveaway. I don't care. Because no, live stream fails has made careers.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't even have to be that big of a fail.
No, it doesn't. But it can bring in so many viewers. Like, it's ridiculous. My strategy while I was waiting to move into this house and start streaming, and I thought I was a fucking genius. I wasn't. Everyone's trying to do it. Was like, oh, all right, I'll purposely do something stupid and break something to get on live stream fails, and then I'll be fucking famous. And then like I started streaming, I'm like, wow, it's a lot harder to just do something stupid and get it onto live stream fails. So I've never done it, right? Like
you have to also just be stupid.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have sort of like an air of not caring. Like sometimes I'll do things I know that might be a little bit risky, like fucking bang the table or something. But I'm like, you know what? That one day that the table breaks, that's gonna be a great fucking clip for live.
Dude, I saw this one just like last week where somebody had like their glass, tempered glass case sitting like just so precariously like right on the edge, and they came back and like, why would you have all the wires hanging off of the edge? And they just like tripped on all the wires, and the thing just shatters. And they're obviously running 2 PCs because only the Elgato capture went offline and the camera's still there, and he's just like,
yeah. I mean, I don't think that would have been fake. That's a pretty expensive fucking mistake to make.
Or the one where the girl just like dumps. I mean, all of them. Yeah, I don't know. We can't just explain live stream fails clips, but yeah, you're right. Those things get on there, and you're like, you get remembered. It's like that's that idiot that dumped all the water all over her keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like,
I mean, I'd love to get on there, man. I'd fucking love to be. I think that would just take the channel to another level. Bring in a lot of regular, like the thing is though, right? Like let's say your strategy revolves around getting a blow up on live stream fails. Yeah. Fine, that's a one-time thing, but your channel has to be good enough for those influx of people to stick around.
Right, yeah.
Like it's not enough to just fucking punch a cat once and you get on live stream fails. It's like
you gotta have 2 cats.
You just gotta keep punching it.
Yeah.
Your whole stream should just be fucking you punching the cat.
Well, that's sharding story.
What people want to see.
That sharding story is pretty good. That could probably be a pretty good clip.
I only said it because I'm like, I'm feeling close with my community right now. I'm like, share something. And then I realized after I said it, I'm like, oh god, that's not gonna go away anytime soon.
All right, Dario the Shardio.
Who the fuck? Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Fucking boomer.
Hey, I'm gonna fill up my coffee real quick, like literally 30 seconds.
All right, this is my stream now, boys. This is my stream. How we doing, boys? Oh no. Live stream fails. Are you what, Zed? Are you kinky, Zed? Why is kinky blurred out? Kinky's a good word. Morning, Zed.
Oh, here, I'll auto mod allow it. Wait, no, it's kinky? Not. It's not blurred out. He redeemed it.
It's blurred out on my screen. It says, "Are you Zed?"
Kaarson, you want a kiss? Yeah. Yeah,
nice
Blitz.
You can't even see my hair.
Blitz was pretty upset that people were calling you Dario. He says he's worked really hard on the Jarius thing. Or Jarius. Is it?
He jumps on my YouTube videos, and within 5 minutes, he's already written Jarius.
Do you still have that guy? Did the guy call you out for swearing too much in your recent video? Did he say anything yet?
No, he hasn't come back yet. I reckon he's probably grounded off his phone or something. Too much Fortnite. Dude, I went off at this guy today in Instagram DMs, right? Like, I was just a massive. Can I say the C word?
Yeah, okay.
I was a massive cunt to him, but like he deserved it. So I get this I get this DM, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, hello. I'm like, hi. He goes, could you please subscribe to my YouTube channel?
Oh, God.
Right? And I fucking hate people who do that, right? Normally I'll just ignore it, and that's the end of the story. But then I get all these little pings, like the little love heart things. Like, what is this?
He's liking all your pictures.
He's liking all my pictures, but he's also leaving a comment on all my pictures saying, hi, this is a great video, but you know what's even better? Subscribing to my channel.
One of those guys, we were just talking about those people that have no self-awareness.
Exactly, dude. They have no integrity as well, right? So I'm like, so he's like, could you please subscribe to my channel in the DMs? And I'm like, no. And he fucking has the gall to come back to me and go, why?
Why?
And I'm like, and I'm like, you're advertising your channel on my posts. It's a shitty thing to do. Why would I want to help you when you just want to leech? And he's like, okay, I would delete. And I'm like, don't worry, I already have. And he goes, it is not so bad. And I'm like, it is. I'm not subscribing. Fuck off. And he goes, why not? I need some subscribers, please. So I just fucking blocked him. I'm like, dude, you're so unaware of how shitty your actions are. Like, this isn't how you go about it, man. Like, I allow almost every comment on YouTube, right? Like, even if it's comment saying like, this video was shit or you fucked up. But if it's a comment that's like, come subscribe to me, I don't just like delete it. I block the account from ever posting it. I just fucking can't stand people who do that, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I think they're so scummy.
Well, I do the same thing too, like KR grabbers and stuff in chat. I'll just be like, no, you know, like right away. And it's funny in the manic chat, people are like, well, no, I don't want to do that. You know, people are like, well, someday I'll be like you and just tell people to fuck off. I'm like, yeah, what does it matter? There's a million people that are going to come in and watch that. I don't give a shit about the people that just have their hand out.
I say this every time. Like, sometimes I'm feeling very nice and I explain why the action's such a shitty thing. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna come in here and advertise, I'm all to help for people. Like, I don't mind helping people. I have a self promo channel in my Discord, but you have to build a relationship with me, and it can be as simple as you saying hi. Yeah. And that's it. Relationship build. But fucking little dickhead Timmy over here comes in, and the first thing he writes isn't hi. It's doing. It's fucking subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's great. Or I'm streaming. And it's like, Timmy, I don't fucking care. Fuck off. Your mom has failed raising you, Timmy. She's raised a little leech. And you need to stop. And someone needs to stop you. And guess who that person is? It's me. I've taken on the role.
It's Daddy Zed today.
Dad.
Yeah, TC, I'm the same way. The only role I have is subscriber. So...
Oh shit, yeah, I don't know why I haven't given you yours. I'll do it now. I actually don't know why. It's not an automatic thing. Like, unless people ask me for it, I fucking forget to do it, I'll be honest.
Imagine not being a tier 3. Yeah, I'm not a tier 3. Imagine being a tier 3.
Bro, it feels good. He got his sticker today. He bought a sticker and he got...
Oh, what the hell? Where's my shirt? I didn't get that. I gotta print that, huh? Well, I gotta print a sticker.
Yeah, he got a shirt and a hoodie, and the shirt and hoodie hasn't arrived yet.
I typed 69420 and saw this. No, I don't want that link.
There's a video where we're gonna do.
Yeah,
I mean, look, criticism's fine. I don't mind criticism.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the criticism I got today was fucking stupid though. I'm still annoyed about it. Bro.
What was it? Change your shirt?
Oh no, it was in the video that I uploaded, right? I did this fucking, at the beginning of the video, I pretended I was doing ASMR and I'm like, hey guys, welcome to the video. Right? And then a bunch of little
Frosty Wolf
cucks. Yeah, a bunch of little cucks came in and they're like, you copied Frosty! And I'm like, listen here, you little shit. He hasn't fucking trademarked it. People have been doing it before Frosty did it. All right? Frosty himself doesn't give a fuck. And you know what?
I hope Frosty shows up and says he does.
No, when I fucking filmed this at 2 in the morning, you know what I wasn't thinking about? Frosty Wolf. Like, fuck off. Let me make my video. Let me do a meme. So for the next video I do, I'm literally just gonna walk into the room, sit down in front of my computer, and just scream at the microphone. And just be like, here's the opposite, cunts. roll the clip, and then just fucking play. Like, I'm so over it. It's just like,
I will.
Fanboys.
Some weird shit does happen when you're up late recording videos, because I was recording one last night, and you know, when I thought of the premise, I was like, yeah, this will be easy to do, right? And then when I'm doing it, I'm like, fuck, this is so hard. And I was like, this will take like an hour to film. Yeah, and then 2.5 hours later, I'm like standing at my desk like, fuck this challenge, this is such bullshit, I'm never gonna get it done.
See, that's why when you do a challenge video, you have to be okay with failing the challenge. Like, I won't do a challenge if it's completely dependent on me winning the challenge. I just won't do it. Like, it's a waste of time, because I probably won't fucking do it.
Oh, I did complete it, but it did take me 3 hours, and you'll be able to tell in the video that it's like, fuck.
The sun rises and sets in the background.
Well, see,
all day.
I started at like 11 p.m. and I was like, I'll just knock this out before I go to bed, and this will be really easy. And then it was like 2 a.m. and I'm like, this is bullshit. That's why I slept in so late today, because I'm like, how can it possibly take this long?
I had this great idea for an April Fool's video, but like fucking COVID-19 ruined it. I couldn't do it. We have these like really shitty computers at my office, right? No one uses them. You can take them if you want. So I was gonna do a video where I do like a fake sponsorship by Krunker Computers, and it was gonna be a computer specifically built to play Krunker. Mm-hmm. But like the meme was gonna be like, they're indestructible, so I was gonna like pour water on it, I was gonna set it on fire, I was gonna run it over with my car and shit. And I couldn't fucking do it because my office is closed down, and it ruined this amazing. That video would have been crazy to film though. It would have taken me days to film it.
Yeah.
Like, I had all these locations I wanted to go to film it. I was gonna go buy spray paint and fucking like go, spray over it. I was gonna get deodorant and flamethrower it, but didn't work out.
Yeah, see, I have this sponsorship that I haven't talked about it publicly yet. I mean, you know about it, and I want to do some kind of video with the product when it gets here this week, and I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, but I want to do some kind of comical video like that too, like not just your typical, here it is, dude, here is it put together. Why would that be? That would not be a good video. I also don't think that would be good for like potential sponsorships in the future either.
Nah, it's a good meme. Everyone knows. I can't even talk about the company like I want. You had a good experience. I had a bad experience. I'll just say that.
Oh, they said no?
They didn't even give me a good reason, man. I'm like,
well,
I can't
to be
sell
fair,
something.
they're an American company, right? And they probably can't ship it to Australia anyhow.
Yeah, or give me a discount then. I'll fucking pay for it. You know, like, I can't sell
you can use code Kaarson and get 20% off.
Fuck off. I'm not paying 80% for something that might be I'll pay 50%. That's it. That's the max. Like,
well, I know, right? Well, that's what you saw. I sent you the direct DMs when they were like, and I was like, nah, I can't sit on. Oh shit, I can't.
Leaked.
I was like, I can't have this and talk about other people buying this other thing, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll send it to you. Here you go.
But that's the thing, like companies can't expect you to sell something if you don't know the product. Like, I need to know the product is high quality or of a certain level of quality at least before I can recommend it. Because I'm not gonna fucking sit here and try and convince TC or Vepsy or Septum to buy item A, and be like, yeah, this is a good thing, and then they ask me, oh, what do you like about it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't own it.
Yeah, it's black. I don't know. It's like
I just want you guys to buy it so I can make money. That's
right.
it.
Yeah. I like the money they send me.
The money's pretty comfy to sit on. Yeah,
it's green. The money. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's
so, like that annoyed me that they weren't willing to work with me on that. Like, they reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them first. It's not like I came knocking on their door.
Yeah, they reached out to me too. There was no kind of like, I had never heard of them before, and I gotta be honest, I was like drunk, and we just watched a movie, and I got this thing, and I was like, no way. And you get you get them all the time too. I'm sure sponsorship things where they're like, use this 10% offer, and I'm like, fuck that. And
you get like dog shit offers.
Yeah, you saw my messages. I was like, look, this is what I have now. Why would I want this if I have this now? And they were just like, okay, we'll send you one.
Compete with that.
Yeah, they're like, okay. And I was like, do you want to send me one? If you send me one, I'll talk to my people about wanting one. And they're like, yeah, sure. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck? It never happens.
I actually saw a like I followed them after they DM'd me, and I saw someone post something just saying like, oh, I'm recently sponsored by these guys. If we get to 50 followers on Twitch, I'll do a giveaway for one of their items. And then like an hour later, he said like, oh, entries close in an hour. An hour later, he actually lost a follower. and he's like, well, I guess no one wants any of them. And I had to like bite my tongue. I wanted to type in like, yeah, probably because it's a fucking shit company and they don't want to work with me. Fucking shit. No one wants to use your fucking code. Fuck off. He lost a fucking follower, bro. Like, oh man, it was too good. 50 followers as well. Like, what a low. I don't know if I'm talking from a place of privilege, but what a low fucking bar to do like a multi-$100 giveaway. Are you fucking kidding me?
All he wanted was to get 50 followers, and he would have given away what these people are selling.
Yeah, but he was already at like 41.
He had 9 followers
from 0. and they were Twitch followers. It's not like
no.
Twitch followers means nothing. It's
you can't.
nothing.
You barely even see them.
I don't know what the bro. I had to bite my tongue so hard. Like this is not how you do it, man. This is not how you do it. He lost a follower.
It's funny when you go to someone's like Twitch tracker or Sully Gnome, and you see that their things are negative, like their follower growth is like negative, and you're like, ooh, sorry, man.
You're like, how does that even happen? That's not natural.
Oh, well, that is a place of privilege, maybe. I'm not saying that again. I'm never saying that phrase. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. But I think it brings up a good point, like sponsorships. Like, sponsorships at, I think, the level we're at, you have to be very, very picky with what you decide to go with. Like, you can't just go with the first company that DMs you. I mean, like, you have to sit there and be like, number one, do I want this? You know, number two, will my community want this? And number three, is this a good reflection of my brand? You know? And I think a lot of people just say, oh my God, someone sees value in me. I'm going to agree to it and do it straight away. And it just harms them more than helps them.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you're right. People are like, wow, Fade Grips wants to sponsor me? Not realizing that Fade Grips will sponsor anyone that will take a code, and there's literally tens of thousands of Fade Grips sponsors. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're right. When you go to someone's Twitter bio or their Twitch panels and you see that they've got like 10 panels or 10 ads that are like sponsored by Gamer Grind Coffee, Fade Grips, whatever clothing, whatever, every single one that all you do is get a 10% code, which is fine, right? If you take those, okay. But then when you watch their stream and they have none of those products, right? Or they're not wearing any of that clothes and they don't, you know, I think my first Twitter block from the Twitch community was like a year ago, and it was someone that I had beef with on Twitch because my first version of the podcast, this guy had ripped off my first version. I had some different scenes within the podcast where I would like ask some questions, like some rapid fire questions and stuff. And this guy was in a Discord with me, and he ended up starting a podcast like 2 weeks after I did my first one, and he had like exact segments just like mine, and I had called him out on it in the Discord. I was like, wow, that's weird that you started one right after me and then yours is exactly like mine. and he blocked me on Twitter because of it. But before he blocked me, it was funny because he had like some piece of shit chair, just like one of those real standard office chairs you used to get. And then I have like the op seat chair, right? And he had gotten, and I never got like the op seat code you can get for being like a sponsor. I don't give a shit about that. I just bought the chair because I wanted one. But he had put in his Twitter bio like sponsored by @OpSeat Chairs. He didn't have an OpSeat chair. Why the fuck would he take a sponsorship and tell people to buy them, you know? And I remember people
think it legitimizes them.
Right, yeah. But I remember I put out a tweet that was just like, if you take a sponsorship code and you're not using that product, you're a shill. And that was like one of the first times I ever remember, before knowing that like, okay, this is a big thing in the Twitch community and like everybody does this, and you know. And then he like hard blocked me, quit the Discord, and it was like, oh wow, apparently people don't like being called out on their shit.
What an actual shitter.
Yeah.
I just saw something pop up on my screen that I feel like I need to point this out.
Okay.
Krunker Esports right now is sitting at 899 viewers.
What?
Which Krunker Esports, if you don't know what that is, it's the official channel for the weeklies when they do the catch cups.
You're right, it is. Holy shit.
I don't. Oh, it's just dropped to 744. So I don't know if they're getting view botted or what's happening, but that goes to show that Krunker is up.
Yeah.
You know, viewer wise. It might be viewbot though. That was a big drop.
EU week 7, yeah.
899 to 744. Oh no, it's stabilizing. That's insane.
That is crazy.
But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to bring that back because we had that point before about, you know, Krunker going up in views and interaction,
especially with drops and stuff coming so soon.
Drops is gonna fucking change the game, man.
Well, I was in your stream when you had Sydney on the other day, and that was Sydney, correct?
Yeah, last night. Yeah, we had Sydney on. We played a few customs with him, and he was talking about Twitch drops and, you know, the ads and why they're all fucked up and stuff.
Yeah, and he had the wrong email, and turns out he had access to the thumbnail for Krunker the whole time.
Fucking Pepega, man. Actual Pepega. It's something only he would do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean Twitch drops, I think, is gonna push a lot of us over to partnership.
Oh yeah.
I can see us all going over.
Ooh, Septum with
70,
that
80, 90 viewers.
With that Twitch Prime. Thank you so much.
Especially when there's like 16,000 active players in Krunker. You know, so it's like, yeah, let's say the top 3 channels get Twitch drops. You split maybe 1% of that, which is, what is that, 160?
Is that how Twitch drops work? They only get the top 3 channels?
It depends. I don't know. I think there's different systems for Twitch drops. Like for COD Warzone, I had to go on their website and apply for it, and then just wait my turn essentially for it to flow on to me.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I got it pretty quick on my channel.
Yeah, and then I think, but with what I was hearing from Boomer and from Sid was that it's not just automatically for everyone. I think they're only going to approve a few people at a time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll only be like, I think at the start, names that have been in the community for a while, and then from there it'll go to other people.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Twitch could fuck it and just turn around and say, "Oh, just give it to everyone. We don't care." So don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows anymore with Twitch? They change things so quickly.
Okay, so here's a big shift. Did you know you can just get an organization? Like an already owned organization in esports? Did you know you can just take one over?
What? Okay, hold on. You have to explain that a bit more.
I see from that smile, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, dude, it all just clicked in my head. I get it. Oh, dude. Can we talk about her? Like, I'm happy to just go in on
Yeah, well, I'm blocked, so I'm blocked because she posted a Twitter status that said your viewership doesn't count. Don't worry about your numbers. But then I posted a clip from the podcast she was on that she said I went from 120 viewers to 50 viewers, and it was like, wow. So I quit Twitch and went to YouTube. So she blocked me. So
I fucking hate her so much.
How do you?
Okay, so
how do you just?
We should explain who she is first.
Okay.
We should explain who she is and her past.
Yeah.
I think you should explain it. You've got the fucking most sordid history with her.
Yeah. So her name's like Carlisle Cove is what it used to be. She used to own this organization called Canine Esports.
Organization.
Yeah. And as far as we can tell, the whole thing has pretty much been fake. She's lied about everything.
There was conversation around contracts, like paid contracts for players. You know, like, oh, if you stream for us, you get $60,000 a year. Didn't she at one point say she pulled out 200 grand and was gonna inject it into the business?
Yeah, she was gonna come on my podcast originally because all this was going around when she quit Canine Esports, and she had sent me a direct message of some paperwork because I told her if she was gonna come on the podcast that people were gonna ask questions about it and that she should probably have proof for it. Otherwise, I didn't want her to come on the podcast just to keep things, you know, up in the air. And she sent me a DM of just like a generic front page of like a business loan, and she said that there was like over $100,000 investment in just her personally in a different esports organization that she had created herself called Knockout Esports. And so right now she says she's 19, so this would have been like, you know, 18.
Wait, she's 19
right now. Yeah, so this would have been, she would have been an 18 or 19-year-old brand new to streaming, and she claims that she had an investment group give her over $100,000 for an esports group called Knockout Esports. And then
this explains so fucking much.
Oh yeah,
she is just some dumbass child who is just making up lies and then making up lies to cover up those lies, and it's just fucking snowball.
Yeah, and so she said that she took that original investment and then pushed that into Canine Esports, and that's why they were looking to potentially pay Fortnite players. Also, in her interview with Pre-GG, that podcast she went on, she claimed that she was a professional Fortnite player in Season 1, which didn't exist. And then when they called her on it and said that that didn't exist, she said actually she was just a pub stomper for an organization, and then she didn't talk about the organization.
Right. Well, I'm starting to think there's more to this whole person, right? Like,
yeah,
I've heard rumors that it's a bot. It's fake, and it's like a marketing company testing something out. That she doesn't exist and she's not a real person. But I think what it is it's actually someone who's incredibly mentally ill.
Yeah. Having
too much access to the internet. Because what I've seen is just these complete fucking flip-flops. Like, literally, if we go back to the 200K investment bullshit, right?
Right.
She makes this big post about how she's going to inject 200K into it in contracts and yada, yada, yada. Literally 3 days later, she goes, oh, I'm closing down Canine Esports.
Right.
It's all over. Doesn't happen. That's not a thing that happens.
Well, and that's what I said too, talking to her. I said, if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in investors, you can't just say, I quit and give that to someone else. I said, there's things involved. There's got to be lawyers involved. There's paperwork involved here. You can't just give that business to someone else. It doesn't work like that. And then I said, you know, can you tell me the LLC you're incorporated under? I'll just pull it up real fast, and that'll, you know, we'll go on the podcast. We'll just show that real fast. That'll stop everything. She's like, no, that doesn't show anything. I said, yeah, that shows everything. That shows that you're a real business and that, you know, you're a real thing. No, that doesn't show anything.
And then there's like multiple times where she says some shit like, she'll be like, oh, I've got a big program coming out for streamers and it's all going to help out. Tomorrow comes and she changes her bio from Twitch stream manager to I'm a teacher now.
Yeah.
As in like a school teacher. And
right.
It's like, what is happening? There is absolutely no explanation as to why you're flip-flopping. And it's like, I know I shouldn't care about someone that I don't know and I despise, but it's like a fucking train wreck. I can't stop watching. I need to know where this story goes next.
It's so weird, right? And then she goes on this podcast and they call her out for it. They're like, listen, why do you switch it every day? Like, why don't you just stick with it? And and she's like, well, I just don't know. I changed my mind, this and that. And they don't push her, which I get because she's a guest and she'll probably just leave the show if they push her too hard. But she's straight up, she's caught in tons of lies, like claiming she's a professional player in season 1 of Fortnite. It's season 1 of Fortnite. She would have been underage, first off, which is not, doesn't stop you exactly, but she gets caught. She gets caught in all these lies. Nothing happens from it. They just, they let her off with it. They ask her about K9 and she says, oh, I got caught up in it. I was making too much money. I was trying to gain all this money, this and that. I got caught up and I just decided I needed to step away, so I left. And they let her off at that. Like, that's not an answer. And then then she decided she was going to be a YouTuber. She posted all these things on Twitter, remember, where she was like, oh, I'm doing like dark web box openings. I just spent hundreds of dollars buying these dark web boxes. Never posted a single never posted one.
I was gonna say, they never came up.
Never posted a single, didn't even post a YouTube channel.
Well, what about the 100 Thieves grind as well?
Oh,
there was these huge posts she would do, the tweet longers, where she's like, I watch 100 Thieves every day and I love JD or Courage JD and Yasuo and all the other people who
Rook AB, yeah,
and I'm gonna grind so hard for it and I'm gonna get there one day, and 100 Thieves Carlisle is the way to go. And then she would put in her banner that she's sponsored by 100 Thieves and by 100 Thieves sponsors as well, which is illegal, by the way. You can't do that.
I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it's illegal.
No, you can't use copywritten material.
It's fan art.
Copywritten material.
It's fan art. I think is how she would say.
Having the Red Bull logo is not fan art. It's not fan art. That's like saying if I go and print off a T-shirt, and brand it as Red Bull, it's fan art. It's not fan art. I'm using a copywritten logo. It's against the law. I do not own the rights to do what I want with that logo. Oh,
I agree that it's definitely a gray area, but she she listed it as like, those are the sponsors for 100 Thieves, and she's working to get to 100 Thieves, so it's like her dream thing. Yeah, I get it.
No, I don't like it, man. I think yeah, it's all fucked. Anyway, so then she decides not to be 100 Thieves for 24 hours. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Your mic really fucked up there. Hold on, try again. Like,
all I said was she wanted to be 24. She wanted to be 100 Thieves for like a few months, and then she stopped, and then she came back for 24 hours, and she gave up again.
Yeah, and
it's all like.
And then yesterday I saw, it's like someone sent me a DM, and they're just like, oh, apparently she just obtained a new organization and she's like gonna do it right this time, and she's like putting out like applications for people to join her team and this and that, and it's like, what the fuck? What is this?
The whole thing is a mystery. Like, I don't get it. And then there's the whole she won't show her face until recently, and now and the girlfriend thing. I forgot about the girlfriend thing. She comes out as was it bisexual? I think it was bisexual.
Yeah, I don't know.
She comes out as bisexual. Great, woohoo. You be you, girl. You get him. And then she comes out and she says, I've got a girlfriend and I love her so much. We're about to move in together. And then literally 12 hours later from making that post, she's saying, any single girls on here, hit me up.
Yeah. Here's my girlfriend application. Yeah.
Yeah. So I commented. I'm like, I've got to know what the fuck's going on here. So I commented and I'm like, hey, don't you have a girlfriend? No reply. She posted another one 6 hours later with, fucking some TikTok of her saying, girls, come and get it, or something. I don't know.
The shirt makes it.
Yeah. So she says that. I comment again. I'm like, look, sorry, I'm just confused. Do you have a girlfriend or not? And then she comes back to me and she goes, we broke up. Sometimes it doesn't work. What business is it to you? And I'm like, you're a fucking public figure with 10,000 Twitter followers, putting your life online. What do you mean? You've made it my business. You have put this shit online to make money. It's all of our business now, bitch. I'm part of the relationship too. I want to know what's happening. Is Wendy gone for good? Is she coming back? I need to know this shit. And she's like getting fucking angry at me, and I'm just sitting there like, dude, you're the one with a story that's going 6 ways from fucking Sunday. I just want to understand what's happening in season 3 of Carl.
Yeah, this is not getting picked up for another season. I don't know.
Oh no, it's not. Oh, fuck. And then she had a verified Twitter user do some fucking dumbass.
Dude, I sent you that. I'm like, how is a verified Twitter user using her to get follows on Twitter?
I don't know. It worked for her though. She got 800 followers. But you know what's happened since then? She's lost followers and it's stagnated.
Yeah, it keeps going down, and then she'll make little frowny face posts that are like, when people don't support you when they used to, or whatever like that, you know. And then I saw she made a post that was like 10.5K, here we go. But that's like, she was almost at 11K before, so that's like, you know, it's already gone down and then gone back up. So
I reckon she buys them. Like, honestly, I reckon.
Oh, she's had to, because since she got to 10K, it hasn't really gone anywhere. Like,
I remember the first time I saw her, I was just like confused. I'm like, what's the content?
There is none. There's no content. That's the thing. There's none. If you look at her stream, she streamed Fortnite a couple times and she streamed Outlast. And that's where she gets all her numbers from that she used, is like these streams from like 2 months ago. And can
we talk about that though? The fact that she claims.
Hold on, let me refill my coffee for this. Yeah, you keep going. I'll be right back. You set it up.
All right,
you know the numbers.
All right. So when Kaarson first showed this person to me, it was because she was claiming that she was like 120 viewer streamer, right? She was fucking successful. She should be partnered. You know, my average viewership is 120. I'm fucking amazing. You know why it was 120? Because she builds up this hype with, you know, using fake numbers on Twitter to convince people that she's real. They come in and check it out. They jump in her stream and she gets a massive influx at the beginning of a stream, right? She gets 120 people in. You give it 25 minutes, that thing fucking tapers off down to like 10. But she ends the stream before that happens. So her stream's 10 minutes long. She logs off. Twitch does its thing and says, your average viewership is 120 because you fucking streamed 20 minutes and it was, 120 for 10 of it and then 70 for the rest of it. And I'm just sitting there as Kaarson's explaining this to me and I'm like, what the fuck? You're not a streamer. If you turn on your camera for 20 minutes a month, you're not a streamer. You're a fucking dabbler, and you're shit at that. Like,
yeah, I
fuck off.
When I first sent Zed all these numbers, her entire month, one entire month of streaming was 0.9 hours for the whole month.
Yeah,
0.9 hours. That's it for an entire month. And I think her average, she never got to 120 average. That's never been a thing. But I think that her average for that month was like 70. And
but she would say like that. She would say shit like, I've worked so hard to get to this point.
Right. But yeah, if you hype a stream and you have a Discord, so I'm sure she has a Discord that has all those people from her Twitter in it too, or, you know, a chunk of them. Right. So if you hype that stream up, you front load a bunch of people into that stream, you flip the scene on that stream and you're live for 15-20 minutes with 300 people in there. It ends on 20 people. It's still going to look like you averaged like 70, even if they all dump off in there. So that's what she would do.
Oh, yeah.
And it would only say she streamed for 0.9 hours in a whole month, and then she'd be like, yeah, I'm at partnership levels. No, you're not. She wouldn't even meet like the 20-hour mark. And I told her that in the DMs. I told her that when I offered to have her come on my podcast. I said, just so we're clear, you are 1/20th of the way to partnership levels, but you're claiming you are.
Can I just say, like, this podcast, when I was last on it, was like, we were talking about like, you know, best ways to grow on Twitch and, you know, what's a great addition to your stream. We've sat here for like an hour just bitching about people, and I fucking love it. It's so much better. I just want to sit here and talk shit about everyone. Fuck them all. I'm sick of everyone.
Yeah, but as long as we're not like making fun of people's personal, like the way they look or anything like that, just like the professional.
I don't give a fuck if she's got 16 eyes. I just give a fuck that she's a dumbass.
Yeah, if you make stupid business choices, like publicly, that's your own choice. Nothing we're saying is about the way you look or the relationship views you have or any views you have personally. It's all about the way you post online and the way that you use your brand. That's it. That's anything. That's all we're commenting on here.
That's all I care about at this
point. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about anything else besides that. If you're a dumbass on Twitter or you look like a bot, I'm gonna talk about it. Fuck you. I reckon she might even be like, you know, there's not augmented reality. You know, there's
It's a game, yeah. The AR games.
Yeah, there's games that they fucking set up. I feel like this is like Ubisoft setting some Watch Dogs fucking Legion shit up, bro. Like honestly, can we do simplest the woman team? Oh god, that's a big topic.
I don't know that one. Is Simplest back? I haven't heard of him for a long time. Star X Moon. Thanks for the follow.
I think he's been watching me. Even though he's banned, I think he's been watching me for a long time.
Really?
And it's really well,
I forgot. Well, I do remember when we discovered. You remember when we cracked? Well, you cracked the case, and we had to go through banning all of his extra accounts and stuff because he had just got a gifted sub in my stream he just Twitch primed my stream that day, and I'm like, oh man, he's in my Discord. I'm like, I gotta kick him out of all these places and stuff now.
Like you thought he was really cool, like you couldn't believe it.
I was like, he seems like a nice guy. Yeah.
Well, he came back. Someone mentioned him tonight on stream because I was talking about Faceless Reacts, and then I'm like, someone's like, oh, do you have any enemies? And I'm like, not really, but like, I'll tell you guys my honest opinion about anyone. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'll say whatever I say on stream is what I would say in person.
Sure.
To someone or in DMs. Like I'm never gonna say something in DMs on stream and vice versa. And then someone said Simplest. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck that guy. And then he messages me like fucking 10 minutes later, like, are you really that childish? Are you really still talking about me? Like, you're obviously watching me. Like, that's so creepy. It's been so long. Like, it's been like 6 months since that. I don't want to go over it again. It's such a boring topic. I feel like I've talked about it to death now.
Okay, so if you ever meet me IRL, my ego's gonna be fucked. Why is your ego gonna be fucked?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
He's just gonna simp so hard for you as soon as he sees you.
I think he misspelled face. I think he wrote ego instead of face.
My face is gonna be fun? Why you gonna fuck? You gonna fuck his face?
I might. Show me that license, boy. Over 18, let's go.
Oh man, so this virus is really changing things, right? This has really changed life. It's like we're like a month in.
Can't go outside, can't go to bars, can't go anywhere. Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
This virus has made my paychecks fat. It's lit. Well, that makes one of us, TC. It's pretty nice for you.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I posted this in the Twitch subreddit, but I deleted it immediately because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be taken the wrong way. I was like, the post was essentially COVID-19 is a good thing for Twitch.
Yeah, delete that.
And then I'm like, fuck, this account is tied to everything. I've got the subreddit for Sydney. I'm like, fuck, I better delete that. That's gonna be but like, it's good. That's why all our viewerships are up, because everyone's fucking stuck at home, right? Like, okay, it sucks. People are dying. I don't like that part of it. I just like the part where our viewerships are all up because everyone has to watch us. They're forced.
Yeah.
That's the good part.
Yeah, look at the positives.
Well, I really meant the post to be like, take advantage of this, because guess what? You're probably not going to get another pandemic in your lifetime. This is gonna last for 2 months. Viewership is up. You can retain some of these viewers. Just get in there and grind it out. What else are you gonna do at home? Fucking jerk off? All right, you've done that 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It's 6 minutes wasted. Get back to streaming.
Yeah, you're past the month where you got to hang out with your family and like be a good, family person. Now, like, do your fucking job. Get on the internet. Do some cool shit.
Exactly. It's not a bad thing to think of it that way. It's fine.
Okay, here's my next favorite part that I've been talking about in my streams a lot lately. Have you watched The Tiger King yet?
No.
What the fuck, Zed?
It's a documentary. I don't have time
It's
for that,
not a
bro.
documentary. It's not a documentary.
It's like over an hour, isn't it?
Well, it's 7 episodes, and they're each an hour.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that, bro.
Dude.
I feel like 40-minute episodes are too long.
Are you dude? It's so funny. It's so funny.
I mean, everyone's saying it's really good. I should probably check it.
Oh my
Some
god.
redneck dude, right?
Dude, it's a redneck guy with 2 husbands who owns 200 tigers in the middle of Oklahoma and shoots guns. A lot.
Wait, hold on. Can we roll back? It's a
No,
redneck
no.
guy.
Now you're interested, right? Yeah.
Hold on. It's a redneck guy with 2 husbands.
Yeah. John Finley and Justin, I think his name is. Travis. No, Travis. Travis and John Finley. Those are his 2 husbands.
He's gay, right?
Yeah. But they're not. His husbands aren't gay.
What?
They're married.
What? To him?
Yeah. To each other.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's a marriage ceremony.
Alright, I need to watch this.
Yeah.
This is fucked.
Oh, yeah. And they also hate this bitch Carol Baskins down in Florida.
What does she do?
Killed her husband.
just fucking casual. Divorce costs too much. Funeral's way cheaper.
Well, she also owns a lot of tigers. So it's kind of like a rival tiger situation. Also, there's this guy. There's this guy Bogavon Onel, and he has 5 wives and lots of tigers.
What are they doing with all these tigers?
Oh, they're fucking. The tigers are fucking, and then they sell the babies, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's wild.
Alright, I think I need to watch it.
It's really worth the watch.
There's like so many moving parts to this show. I think I need to watch it.
There's a lot of love happening involved in this show.
Between tigers and fucking
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, there's also some monkeys too sometimes. Also, one lady gets her arm bit off, so watch out for that by a tiger. Pretty sick, actually.
Right, don't ruin any more for me.
Yeah, one guy gets the job there from Craigslist. He's like, I saw this job on Craigslist and I thought, I ain't ever fed a tiger before, and now he's the manager.
Rednecks are the best, bro. They just don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
Rednecks just don't care. Like, the rules don't apply to them. I used to love watching, I think it's fake, but I used to love watching Operation Re.
Oh yeah, dude.
And watching like the shitty people in that.
Oh, I had surgery a few years ago, and it was like, didn't know it was gonna happen. Like, it was like emergency surgery, right? And I had to be in the hospital for like a week afterward. And for whatever reason, I was like addicted to True TV afterward. I watched like Operation Repo, Parking Wars, all that stuff, because it was like I was on like this medication, and I don't know if it just like made me love it.
Funnier.
Yeah. Storage Wars. Yeah, Storage Wars was there too, man. I loved it. All of it. I was just just watch it all day long, bro. And then I came home and I wanted to watch it more.
Operation Repo was so good because it was just like there was always fucking drama, and there was always one guy who was just like, I refuse to have my thing repoed. So we try and drive it off the truck, and it's like, bro, it's not gonna work.
Dude, I've seen the ones where it's like bouncing and like they're like, yeah, that's gonna work. Don't worry about it.
There was one where I remember the big bold guy, Matt, right? He walks into this fucking like backyard to go repo a truck, and it's all like these white supremacists and shit, right? And he's like, man, this is fucked up. You guys are fucked. Fuck you. I'm stealing the truck. You guys are scum. And they all fucking run at him, and he picks up this crowbar from nowhere, and he's like fucking swinging at them like one-on-one, just going at it. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, dude, all this over a truck? What the fuck? Surely it's not worth the $150 you're gonna get paid. Like, these guys are gonna fucking kill you. But he's down. And then you remember the really big lady? She like had like really painted on eyebrows. They were really thin. I think she was the owner's sister.
Yeah.
Bro, she just comes in like a fucking wrecking ball. Like, get off him! Get away from him! She's fucking throwing haymakers. I'm like watching, just like, dude, America is wild. There's not even guns in this episode. What's happening, bro? Wait till they pull the guns out.
Oh, dude, the funniest thing happened yesterday. You know that, have you ever heard of the show Reno 911? It's an American show, but there's some...
I fucking love Reno 911.
There's some funny memes. There's the one meme where they're like, it's not a cross, it's a T for tolerance. Have you seen that one?
The necklace, right?
No, it's like a bunch of Klansmen burning crosses. And the cops show up and they're like, why are you burning these crosses out here? And they like take the hood off and he's like, it's not a cross, it's a T for tolerance. Well, I say that in preference to yesterday. I'm like, my neighbor was like trimming their hedges all around their house, right? And apparently they had like a little white cross in the hedges, and I didn't notice it ever. And they trimmed all the hedges around, and it like showed it, right? And my kid is like looking out the front door, and I go over and I'm like, hey man, what are you looking at? And he's like, look at that little T over there. And it's like this little cross. And all I could think about is like a 10-year flashback of like degenerate me, like smoking weed at college and watching that scene where it's like, it ain't a T, or it ain't a cross, it's a T. And I'm like, yeah, yep, that's a little T, kiddo. Don't worry about it.
Dude, Reno 911 was fucking amazing. Like, I think the highlights of that show was probably where the black cop that could sing.
Yeah.
He gets a job singing for an ad, and like he goes, and the installation is free. And he like at the end of the song, like they don't pay him a single fucking dime, and he's sitting there staring at the fucking billboard, drinking alcohol, crying, and still singing the song. And his best friend's like, come on man, I'll take you to go fuck some hookers, come on man. He's like, yeah, I like that a lot. All right, let's go. And the other one was where, you remember Junior? He had he had sunglasses. He was the typical
in the vest,
redneck. Yeah. He fucking he gets a mail order bride, and she just fucking hates him, and she steals his RV van and just takes off, and he's running after her in like underwear, and they're driving down the highway trying to chase her and like spike stripping her and shit, and she beats the shit out of him. The show was just insane.
Oh yeah,
it was so good. It was quality shit TV.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I usually don't like slapstick shows like that. Like, I've never seen Trailer Park Boys, and I know that like a lot of people love that show, but I've never watched like a single episode of it. And
I tried it. I didn't like it. It just,
yeah, usually that stuff just doesn't really do it for me. Usually, like, oh, weed joke, alcohol joke, la la la, doesn't really, never really clicks for me.
The Reno 911 was special. It was even Terry, you've been sucking dick on the corner again?
No.
Terry, tell us the truth. Maybe a little. How much is a little, Terry? 20. Oh my god. And then I remember actually the movie that all of his stories, because he would make up stories like, my dad owns a record label and he has a private jet. And then it turns out at the end of the movie, all of his bullshit stories were true. His dad's a fucking multi-millionaire. He does have a private jet. You know, like, it was just like, oh shit, like this is the best way to wrap a show up, man.
Oh yeah, I remember they even did a movie with that. It was like in theaters. You could go and see it.
Yeah, the movie was great. Dude, the movie was so good. I wish they brought it back, but I think everyone's too old now for it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's been like 10 years plus. That would be, I don't know. Will Smith is still making movies. about movies he used to make. Like Bad Boys just came out again. Haven't watched it, but
yeah, but that's a cult classic, Bad Boys. You know, like you're always gonna get nostalgia.
Ugh.
A big enough following.
Dude, I just watched Birds of Prey. What a horrible movie. It was so bad, man.
Well, you know it's bad when they have to fucking change the name of the movie release.
Well, it was called like I think it was called Birds of Prey and the
Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a horrible name. This is like the worst name. Also, the movie was terrible. It was like, and it wasn't because it was an all-female cast or anything like that. It was just one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's just terrible.
It was bad. Like the writing was poor. It was, I don't know. It could have been a really good movie about like female empowerment and stuff, or like, you know, at least bringing female heroes to the forefront. But they just fucked it so hard.
Well, someone was in my chat yesterday, like, they could have done a new origin story for Harley Quinn, and I was like, why don't we just not make a Harley Quinn movie? Who the fuck wants to see that? Who cares? There's been a million movies about her and Joker. Why don't we just, like, if she's gonna be in a movie, let's not make it an origin movie. Let's just make it a going forward movie. Like, oh man, the whole thing was just like, ugh.
It was pretty trash, dude. You want to know how I felt, dude? I paid like for the VIP tickets to watch that fucking.
Is that where they have like big recliners or something?
Yeah, it's like a special cinema where you get like fucking service to your seat, and they'll bring you dinner and drinks and stuff, and you can tell them at what point in the movie you want this stuff, and you pay like $50 just for the ticket to get in. Yeah, you pay like $50 for the ticket, and then there's only like a max of 20 people in there, but the sound system's better, the TV's better, the recliners go all the way back. And me and my girlfriend paid for it, and we're like, oh, this is, you know, we didn't mind Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was okay. Like, we didn't hate it. So we're like, this can't be that bad. Yeah, fucking imagine me afterwards, bro. I didn't drink enough alcohol during that tour. I walked out of there, I'm like, dude, this is fucked.
Did you see the sequel to the Suicide Squad? Or the sequel to Suicide Squad is called The Suicide Squad.
I'm done. I don't want to live in this earth anymore. This is fucked. This is so dumb.
No joke. The first one was called Suicide Squad, and the sequel is called The Suicide Squad.
I mean, it's like they just don't even want to pretend that they're trying anymore. Like, it's fine, give up. It's fine, give up. But at least make me have it. When you just add that, you've given up. Dude, I saw the exact same thing today. I tried playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is a reboot of Mirror's Edge. It's the same fucking thing, bro. I bought the same game twice. Full price both times. I don't know why. Like, I just can't do it anymore, man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's a reboot too. They don't even have the same cast. Some of it's gonna be the same. Like Harley Quinn's gonna be in it. Same person. They ain't getting Will Smith. You think they're getting Will Smith again? Say,
no. The only thing that carried that movie the first time was Will Smith. Like, at that point, Margot Robbie was still relatively new to Hollywood. Will Smith carried it. Oh, I hope they don't bring back Cara Delevingne. She's fucking shit.
Who's that? Who was that in the movie?
She was the Enchantress, I think.
Oh, yeah, that character was terrible. Terrible. Enchantress.
Well, she's a model, or she was a model. And then she, like every other model, decides, oh, I can do acting too. And then she tries to do it, and she's fucking garbage. You know? She nearly single-handedly destroyed that movie. I mean, it was a bad movie, but she nearly double destroyed it, I should say.
Time is it for you?
What? 2:53 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Bro, what are we even talking about? I like how we didn't even have any fucking like topics. We just sat down and talked shit.
Well, it's been about 2 hours almost.
I should go to bed soon. I'll go to bed in the next like 10 minutes.
All right. So,
is there any other topics you wanted to cover?
No, I think that's pretty good for me. Vepsy's hooking me up, doing some thumbnails for me now, which is awesome. I was just talking about the video I recorded last night and they were like, "Oh, I dabble in some thumbnails," and already sent me a way better thumbnail than I've ever done. So I'm stoked on that. Like,
That's awesome.
during this podcast, already rendered up a thumbnail 1,000 times better than I've ever put up. So that's amazing.
You know, Vepsy's working. Well, Vepsy's like getting lessons from the guy who does my thumbnail.
I know, yeah. That's what they told me. So I was like super stoked on that. So shout out to Vepsy. Much appreciation there. Yeah.
And Empo. Oh
Yeah.
my god, Vepsy just sent it to me as well.
Isn't it sick?
The green one, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. That's really cool. Because there's this generic problem right now with a lot of crunker thumbnails, and it's like emojis there and just in-game screenshots of characters. So they're just, you know how the crunker characters stand?
Right, yeah.
That's it. And everyone's fucking using that. But then you've got people like Empo and Vepsy and Astari who are going into Blender and C4D and like actually using and doing things, and it just changes it. Like it just takes it to a new level.
Yeah. So I was stoked. I was just talking about how my thumbnails suck, and Vepsy was like, "Hey, I'll give that a shot." And I'm like looking at this, it's like, oh my god, that's 1,000,000 times better than anything I've ever had. Like, thank you so much.
I gotta say, like the crunker community is very supportive. When you find the right people, like the amount of people who have offered to do work for me for free is insane. Like I've had people offer to edit my videos for free. I've had people to fucking do music for me or thumbnails for me or overlays and graphics and shit like that, right? Like I never got that when I was streaming Fallout 76. I never got that when I was streaming Apex or
No.
PUBG. Like, it's only been crunker.
Yeah, it's been a really welcoming community for me too, which is awesome. So, especially because I was here a few months ago and then stepped away, and even just coming back now for like the last month or so, and people are just like, coming in droves most of the time. Obviously not right now when they don't see us playing crunker, I think in the thumbnail right now, but on a regular day playing, it's like people just come in and they're, cool, and it's nice. It's a cool place to hang out. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I think even right now it'd be hard to stream crunker anyway, even if you were playing it, because they've got the weekly on.
Right, yeah.
Everyone's fucking watching that, and when it's got a 940 views, everyone's like, oh, okay, there's something crazy going on here. I mean, they're getting view botted, but yeah.
Yeah, how long does that usually run for?
3 hours, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll be back streaming after that's over. So.
Make sure you come back like as they're ending, because they might just, if you're one of the, I don't think there's many big names that come on at this time.
Maybe I'll just stay on.
Frosty's not on for another 4 hours.
Yeah, he comes on about 6 p.m. my time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I'll probably just stay on. I'll probably just.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, I'll probably just stay on actually. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. This is probably the most fun we've had on one of these. It's definitely the nicest shirt you've worn.
I'll keep wearing them. I've got a few more in the I've got nowhere else to wear them, right? We keep doing this every week now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm working from home, it's just easy for me to do this kind of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Schedule messed up anyway.
This is great. We should take some.
I like not having topics as well. Like,
yeah.
Just talk shit.
Well, that's my whole point. That's always been with my podcast. Is just like, it's supposed to just be people bullshitting and hanging out. Not like, where did you grow up, Zed? What's it like being Aussie?
How big's your dick, Kaarson? Does it curve or is it straight?
What's it like being Australian, Zed?
Oh, fuck off. I don't want to hear that.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on.
All right. See you, dude.
See ya.